I had plans on the weekend, and I have felt very constrained by this pet sit because the dogs are small and they're not supposed to be left for extended periods of time. And I sometimes put too much pressure on myself to be 100% adhering to the expectations. And I think because for me, it's tied to integrity. I made a commitment, blah, blah, blah. And those are important, but I put a lot of pressure. Like I am saying, it's too much pressure. It doesn't have to be that much pressure. But with this, it felt like it was going to be tight. And I knew what I wanted. I wanted to leave early to get good seats for a concert, but I had told them what time I was going to be gone and what time I was going to be back. And I thought if I leave early to get the seats I want, I don't think I can come back in time. And that weighed on me because I knew what I wanted. And I knew this was my projecting ahead. And of course, I could have shifted it. Where I was starting from was already feeling into the pressure and the resentment of if I leave when I tell them I'm going to leave and I don't get good seats, I'm going to feel resentment. I'm going to feel angry at myself. I'm going to feel angry at them. Like I just projected ahead to the knowing from past experience what it would be like for me to have bought tickets to go to a concert and then to be in a seat that I would have considered not good enough. Maybe I can't see, maybe I can't hear. It doesn't matter because I was already creating a lot of story in my head. And what is our gift for ourselves? Feeling at some point along with those looping thoughts of, this isn't how I want to feel. This isn't how I want this experience to go. How do I want to feel? What do I want? Well, my number one that I go to with just about anything where I start to spiral like that is I want this to be easy. I want this to be easy. And then I move to, I know it can be easy. I know it can be easy. That brings me maybe not to zero, but it brings me way out of that silly story and that spiral, right? It stops the spiral. Okay, so what would feel easy? What would feel in my integrity and power, but also meeting my own needs? What if I split the difference and I left 15 minutes earlier than I said? What if I just let that be okay in my own mind and I set everything up so that that could feel easy? And I did. It wasn't a big shift, but to me, I could be okay with that. I'm going to leave 15 minutes early. And I planned everything out so that I could leave right on time of when I wanted to be gone. That felt good to me. And I thought it was honoring their desires as well. And here's where the surrender of that works out. I got there. There was no line. There was nothing. There was not the group, like big people that I thought. So I ended up being there early. I got the exact seat that I would have hoped for. It was an amazing concert. And it ended right on time. But because it wasn't the big like auditorium that I was expecting, where in my past, it's like 20 minutes to even get out of the parking lot kind of thing, got in the car and drove back to the house. And I was back 15 minutes early, like with not even rushing. So the 4-hour time frame that I knew they were comfortable with, I was in it exactly. That's like, I allowed it to be easy. I allowed it to feel good. Whenever we can offer that for ourselves, that's our gift for ourselves. Question, what do I want? How do I want to feel? How can it be easy? I know it can be easy. How can I allow this to be easy? Not needing to find a big solution for a big problem. What if just something that felt a little bit better? What could feel even just a little bit better as my next action? I don't need to worry about the next 10 steps or how it's going to work out. What would feel even just a little bit better right now? And then be prepared to be just delighted. It was delightful to show up and laugh about how there was nobody in the parking lot that I thought maybe I got the wrong day. To walk in and see how there were maybe 20 people there because I was being early. Remember, I even got an email reminding this is general seating. Be sure you get there early. So I felt extra pressure from that. That's why I started to spiral. But I got there and there was nobody there. By the end of it, yes, there were people there, but because it was a smaller event than I expected, because just the way they had sold the tickets, it was a sold out event, but they weren't using the auditorium where we were seated on the stage. So it was just almost nobody. And I, parked the car so it would be easy out already, like just after, one thing after the other. I didn't need to know any of it though. I just needed to know what will feel a little bit better for me.